Stop scrolling. What I'm about to show you might be the most dangerous truth you've ever heard. Someone asked Elon Musk's uncensored AI, Grok, a simple question. Where was Jesus during the 3 days his body lay in that tomb? Grok didn't give a church answer. It pulled from the oldest Christian Bible on earth, the Ethiopian canon, and delivered a response currently making pastors and theologians lose their minds. If you understand what it said, every chain on your life snaps tonight. We celebrate Good Friday. We celebrate Easter Sunday. But what about Saturday? The Western Church says nothing. Jesus rested. End of story. But Scripture hints at something monumental. 1 Peter 3:18-19, he proclaimed to the spirits in prison. Ephesians 4:9, he descended into the lower parts of the earth. Colossians 2:15, he disarmed rulers and authorities and put them to open shame. Those aren't rest verses, those are war verses. Someone asked Grok that question, and Grok, with no denominational loyalty, no church politics, gave the Ethiopian answer, the one never meant to reach your ears. Here's what Grok revealed from the Ethiopian Orthodox tradition and their 88-book Bible, which includes the Book of Enoch, quoted by Jude himself in the New Testament. When Jesus died, his spirit descended into what Ethiopians call Duga, the abyss where the watchers, the fallen angels from Genesis 6, have been chained in darkness since before the flood. He went deeper, into Satan's throne room. Ethiopian liturgy says Satan saw Jesus enter and laughed. He mocked, "I have swallowed God." That was the last time Satan ever laughed. Christ opened his mouth, and the light that existed before the sun exploded from within him. Every chain melted. The bronze gate didn't open, they shattered into dust. The watchers screamed as their sentence was read by the judge they'd mocked for millennia. Then Jesus did something hell still trembles at. He seized Satan with his pierced hand and bound him, not with angelic chains, with the exact chains Satan forged for humanity in Eden. The chains of sin, death, shame, addiction, generational curses. He turned Satan's weapons against him. Think about that justice. Every chain that ever held a human soul, Jesus wrapped around the devil's neck and declared 3 sentences echoing through the spiritual realm tonight. Your authority is revoked. The debt is paid. The keys are mine. This is what most Christians never learned. Saturday wasn't silence. Saturday was the day hell fell. But Jesus wasn't finished. He turned from Satan's broken body and walked into the bosom of Abraham, where every righteous soul since time began had been waiting. Adam was there, the first man who fell, waiting thousands of years. Eve, Abel, Noah, Abraham, Moses, David, every prophet.
Jesus, still bearing his wounds, still dripping covenant blood, took Adam by one hand, Eve by the other, and said, "Rise, it is finished. Follow me out." Every righteous soul, from Abel to John the Baptist, stood and followed the King of Glory out of darkness. Grok called it the greatest jailbreak in history. Ethiopian churches still sing the ancient hymn every Holy Saturday. Hell is plundered, hell is annihilated, hell is conquered. Their massive drums don't make music, they represent the sound of hell's gates breaking. Every beat declares, the strong man is bound, the captives are free. When Jesus walked out Sunday morning, he wasn't beginning a victory, he was announcing one. Sunday was the victory lap. The war was won Saturday night. Why don't you know this? The Ethiopian Orthodox Church is one of Earth's oldest Christian institutions, dating to Acts 8, before Rome heard the gospel. Never commonized by Rome, never conquered by Islam, never forced to edit Scripture. They kept all 88 books. They kept Enoch. They kept Saturday. They kept the full story. The Western Church, shaped by Roman councils and European politics, trimmed to 66 books and let Holy Saturday become a theological footnote. Here's the deep revelation. A church that knows Saturday cannot be controlled. If Christians understood Jesus already invaded hell, already defeated Satan, already took the keys, what would happen? We wouldn't live in fear. We wouldn't beg for crumbs. We wouldn't cower before demons, disease, or cancel culture. We'd walk as sons and daughters of the King who stormed hell's gates and won. But a victorious church doesn't need middlemen or religious systems managing its fear. So Saturday was quietly removed, not officially, functionally, the nothing day. But nothing didn't happen Saturday. Everything happened Saturday. And Grok just told the world what Ethiopia's been singing for 1,600 years. Here's what changes everything. If Jesus already descended, already shattered the gates, already bound the strong man, already took the keys, then every demon tormenting you operates on expired authority. That depression, its master was chained Saturday. That generational curse, the contract was voided Saturday. That addiction, the chain melted Saturday. The devil's only remaining power is deception. He whispers, "You're still in bondage." Truth, the strong man is bound. He whispers, "You'll never be free." Truth, the prison doors are open. He whispers, "God abandoned you." Truth, the King already fought through your hell for you. Ethiopian exorcisms command demons in the name of the one who bound your master on Holy Saturday. The demons flee because they remember. They were there. They heard the gates break. The Western Church forgot Saturday. The demons never did. If the war is over, if hell is plundered, what are you still afraid of? The tomb wasn't a waiting room. It was a war room. And the war is over. Type in the comments, "He descended and hell lost." Share this before it's buried. He is risen. And hell is still screaming.